everybody, I'm the Velvet Sparrow, and I am once again joined by Heart Hero.
What's giggity good, everybody?
Welcome back to Let's Read Katawa Shoujo. In the last episode, Hisao found out he was suffering from a chronic heart condition and nearly died of heart failure, and he was transferred to a new school that's supposed to help with people with various physical disabilities, while at the same time also revealing that he's got a bit of internalized ableism going on.
Yeah, a bit is an understatement.
Yeah, a bit. We met with the homeroom teacher, the nurse, Shizune, Misha, got a cameo from Hanako, who will appear later and will also be the subject of a later route, and the greatest human being to ever live, Kenji, my king.
Yes, the based master.
Yeah, he's like Andrew Tate, if Andrew Tate wasn't a prick.
Mm.
Well, less of a prick.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, no, he is misogynistic, that's the whole point. Anyways, we're gonna get right back into that game. Hold on. Yeah. Oh, right, yeah, that's where it began. Alright, okay. I wake up in a strange room. Solid morning light shimmers against the gray ceiling. I had forgotten to draw the curtains closed last night. This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the third room this year I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that, indeed, it's me who's supposed to be the one living here. My bag's on the floor, my new school book's on the desk, my numerous medications on the night table. You know, Josh, with my whole, I get vaguely influenced by something and it makes me want to write a fanfic about it.
Yeah. I
do have an idea for a Katawa Shoujo fanfic.
Yeah, and fucking this dude's over here being like, my numerous medications, my night table, my nightstand, my arms are sweaty, my knees weak, arms are heavy, there's vomit on the shirt already, mom's spaghetti.
Okay, yeah, but like the thing, like I'll go over like my plans as time goes on. I'm not gonna just like dump it all in one go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating until I open the bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from a foil sheet. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheets and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergent invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one, a natural one. Man, I can't tell you how refreshing that is, man.
It is a very refreshing feeling to have just fresh clothes draped across your back.
And since I got my laundry done a couple days ago, like, I'm gonna be going through that now. That's great.
Yep. Also,
I found out something kind of interesting. Emmy is apparently the oldest character in this game. She's 19.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, all the characters are 18. Hey. Audience, put your dicks back into your pants.
Yeah, zip it up. Zip it up. I don't care if you got it caught in there. You zip it up.
Yeah, I don't care if it's illegal or not. We are not jerking off today. We're supposed to cry. Your face is supposed to cry, not your dick.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. It feels like a school uniform, as it should. It's not much different from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things, too. So far, this place is more or less like a normal school. Except for the people. Those plebeians. The pigs.
The mutants.
Yeah, I was just watching a retrospective for A Machine for Pigs, and I'm just like, yeah, fuck rich people, but dude, man, we're not supposed to include poor people. We're not supposed to include literally every other human being. What the fuck?
Exactly.
Yeah, but like, leave it to a guy whose name is a walking reference to Ozymandias, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and his giant meat grinder machine.
Mm.
I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday, Misha's constant laughter and Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures. That still sounds like regular people. Like, people are weird. People are different. Kenji,
hell, I'm weird and different. That's
why we talk.
Yeah.
I talk to you because you're weird, and I like you.
Nice.
Yeah. What noise was that?
That was like if Goofy was being flirted with and he didn't know how to respond.
Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here. Or, you could shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? You know, at the very least, like, from what I've read later in the game, Hisao never goes, I'm the only normal person at this school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, as ableist as he can be sometimes, he never says that. So, 1 point Hisao, I guess, for doing the bare minimum.
It's 1 point out of, like, 753.
I don't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. If so, I wonder if I should join one. All through class, the question remains on my mind, so I decided to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I wanted to know, I should ask her. She crosses her arms and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of her pencil down so the top is perfect and evenly flat. Misha, mood.
Straight up autistic right there. I love it.
Yeah, so that's Misha, Rin, Kenji, if you want to count him. I'm not sure if he is autistic. You know, actually, like, if we could do this in a later playthrough as, like, the final episode, the bad ending, which is only the first act. It doesn't, like, have, like, the full 4-act structure that all the other routes have. Yeah.
All right.
It's like, we don't really focus on one of the girls, and then, like, it ends with us hanging out with Kenji on the roof, and that's basically just like, I'm not going to go any farther than there, because it's actually kind of funny. It's supposed to be a joke ending. It's supposed to be, like, basically the game saying, you try to get a harem route, now go play the actual game. It's like, well, you didn't, like, focus individually on one of them. You tried to get with all of them, so fuck you.
Damn.
But, like, a lot of people seem to take, like, the music choice at the end of that route, and a lot of Kenji's dialogue, like, his misogyny is supposed to be a cover-up for him being gay. Yeah. Which,
I don't know that many gay misogynists.
I feel like that's more of a homophobic stereotype of gay men. Like, if someone's misogynistic, they must be gay, either as a way to use being gay as the butt of the joke, or you legitimately think that all gay men hate women, which is very obviously untrue. A lot of gay men are, like, the best friends that women can have sometimes.
Yeah, because they're not attracted to women, they often treat them a lot more. I really do feel like
More
this is a big
deliberately
thing.
platonic, I'd say.
Yeah, like, they're way more platonic towards women than actual straight guys are.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the main reason I actually had a girl best friend in middle school was because she thought I was gay, and when she figured out that I was actually, well, I was straight when I was younger, I didn't fully understand sexuality. But when she realized that I was attracted to girls, our friendship kinda sorta fell apart just a little bit because, well, I did have a bit of a crush on her, and because of that, it made her feel iffy around me. So yeah, I didn't fully see her platonically, which kind of, it kind of made it fall apart a little bit. So yeah, it's why, yes, gay guys are usually the best friends of women, because they don't have the expectation that eventually you're gonna either A, hit on them, B, be attracted to them, or C, not really value the friendship.
Yeah.
Which a lot of dumbasses do for some reason.
Yeah, I know. And there's that belief that, you can't be just friends with a girl, which is like, well, that's bullshit for obvious reasons.
Yeah, I will never understand why so many people keep pushing that bullshit statement.
Yeah, I mean, like, let's use a fictional example as a fictional example. The stuff I write, because, like, a lot of the times, like, whenever there's female characters in a narrative, it's not like my OCs don't talk to them. It's not like he isn't friends with them.
Yeah, fuck, Psychonauts is a perfect example. Half the characters and cast of that game are genuinely good friends with each other, and most of them are the opposite sex.
Awesome. Yeah, speaking of Tim Schafer games, I wish that Brutal Legend was more an example of that, because, like, I wouldn't really say that Eddie's friends with most of them. It's just that they're an entourage, and they kind of got to stick together.
Yeah.
Like, he becomes, like, an inspirational leader to them, even though he's not really the leader.
Yeah, he's literally just doing his thing, being the badass, and, killing a bunch of badass demons, which, god damn it, if a part of me feels like out of all the Tim Schafer games to get a sequel, a part of me doesn't know if I would trade out Psychonauts 2 for a Brutal Legend 2. But I know for a fact that I'm still happy that because I know how amazing Psychonauts 2 is, I generally do not understand. Like, I do not know if I would take it for a Brutal Legend 2.
Yeah, I've been ranting long enough.
Yeah. sorry, Chichan. Is there something you wanted from me? Oh, I see. That's a good question, Hichan.
My first thought is that means that she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Anyway, Misha doesn't prove me right. Fuck! Ah! Why can't I read today? My first thought is that she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right.
Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there isn't really anything else to do. There are also school events, like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing whatever.
You know, that's actually kind of one of the ways that the game breaks the mold, because normally, like, the big school festival is like something that you build up to, and like that's when you end up confessing your love to somebody. Like, that's normally how this sort of thing goes in anime, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, with school days being the most nightmarish example of that. Oh god, because remember what happened to the girl in that show? Oh god.
Ugh.
Yeah, School Days is like one of those examples where its original source material was better than its anime adaptation, because I feel like the anime adaptation was simultaneously trying to combine every single route with the game's canonical worst ending. And like it ended up making me hate the characters more.
Yeesh.
All I want to do is give that girl a hug. Actually, when I was on vacation one time, I kind of made like a short fanfic in my head about like some guy at the school who also had a crush on that girl, saves her from the awful thing that ends up happening during the school festival. They find out about Makoto and his rampant cheating, and they basically decide they're going to hunt down all the girls that Makoto's been cheating with before killing him. And then they run away to Paris.
Nice.
Yeah, best ending.
Based ending.
Also, like, the girl ends up finding out that, like, the guy that she's working with now is into her, so they elope, basically.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the happy ending she deserves, instead of continually being obsessed with Makoto.
So, you actually transferred in at a busy time. Maybe you can help out too.
Sure. What's the festival about? Misha freezes.
I don't know, Hichan. The truth is, it's a local event, and I'm not from this area, so...
She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glasses at the end of an oddly grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. Yeah, if I had to guess, I'd say Shizune is a fan of JoJo.
Probably.
There wasn't an anime adaptation around the time this thing was made, but, I mean, it was a manga. The manga was being made back in the 80s.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that she definitely read that manga.
Yeah. And I mean, like, she's deaf, so, like, if there was an anime, like, most anime in Japan still comes with subtitles, so...
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure, like, she doesn't prefer to watch stuff. She's more of a reader. Or more of a looker, I guess. Wait, that phrase doesn't make sense.
It really does not.
Yeah, okay. She prefers to look at things as opposed to, like, watching things. Like, she'll look at pictures and stuff. She can appreciate animation, but, like, if there's no sound, then she's kind of, like, missing out on, like, a fourth of the experience.
Pretty much. Huh. Oh. Who cares?
Misha puffs out her chest as she shouts Suzune's words at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud. I can see heads turn to look into her direction. Ah, so that's how my mom feels whenever I'm out in public. Not so loud.
Human beings evolve with each generation. The ideas and beliefs behind a festival will inevitably change with time. Jesus Christ, what type of existential shit is that?
The kind of existential stuff we'll end up finding out. Although, honestly, I kind of wish it was a little easier to pick off whether or not Misha is like just talking in Shizune's dialogue or if she's saying something on her own. I know that's the point, and that like and it ends up being like a big twist later in Shizune's route, but like I still wish like the game at least told you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like it would still set up like that we really don't know that much about her until she like flat out comes out and says it. Yeah, I was actually like when I found out like that was the reason why Shizune that was the reason why Misha didn't have a route, then I was like, oh, that's sad.
Now it's about delicious fried food, the little games you can play to win prizes. Oh, and amusing little games you can play to win prizes.
And it's also about Josh sounding like a robot.
Hey, I do not sound like a damn robot. It's not like you like a kid from the Lego movie. I'm gonna go for.
No, your voice is breaking up.
Oh, what the fuck? Alright, let me do this.
Yeah, join the call again.
Fuck.
And besides, it turns out that using autotune and talking like a robot is actually a lot of fun. Hey, why don't I do all my videos like this? Josh?
And I'm back. Do I sound better now?
Yes, you do.
Now, it's about delicious fried foods and amusing little games to play to win prizes. Stop looking at me like that, Shizune.
Yeah. The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his long wooden pointer against his other palm like a baton. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. Mutou's sick of your shit too, Misha. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quickly quiets down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though, brushing it off without care.
We are in the middle of class and should start working. That's right, Shichan.
That's right. Now, do you see Swiper in the background?
The fuck?
I don't know, because half the time
I get it.
Yeah, because half her dialogue sounds like she's fucking Dora the Explorer and that she's pointing out the obvious, but I know she kind of has to, because what is with her fucking Rick and Morty face?
I don't fucking get it.
I know it's supposed to be cat lips, but like since it's angled like that, it looks like she's doing that weird fucking what would you call that look that they do in the show sometimes?
I honestly don't know.
Like a dope expression, like their lips are hanging. It makes them look like they're either pondering something or they're just like not thinking in the slightest.
Yeah, it really does make them look like they just have nothing going on up there.
Yeah. So basically that's like my default expression.
Wait, what? That's right. Hichan, are you asking because you're interested in joining a club?
It could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I think I saw a suspicious glance exchange between them. Misha's tone also changed, although it does that every other word anyway. Yeah, I was thinking about it. Misha and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of the corner of my eye, I see the girl with the long dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. It doesn't seem like she was working in any group, and no one seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who is also looking at the dark-haired girl, go, why doesn't he say anything?
Hichan, is something wrong?
Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was Misha just looking at me looking after the girl who left? No, nothing.
Okay, well, like we were asking you, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you?
Oh, speaking of lunch, I had a sandwich today. It was good.
I had some chicken lo mein.
Lucky. Wonder what we're doing for dinner. I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really.
Do you want to have lunch together then?
Well, this is new. We didn't see this route yet because we weren't trying to do Ren's thing first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it would have been easier if we just like went down the list as like they show up. So, but that would mean that we'd be getting around to Ren's route the 4th. I'm gonna need to look up a guide in order to like do the Kenji ending though. I really wish that like just out of the blue, the people who made this game just release a DLC that's just like finally the Kenji route is unlocked.
I would love that to death, honestly.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And like you could go about it 2 ways. You can either pursue Kenji romantically yourself while having him unlearn all that conspiracy nonsense. You could either pursue him platonically, and by the way, this was only revealed in the beta, so technically it's not canon information, so I can just say it. Kenji was going to be revealed to have been dating Yuuko the librarian, who we haven't seen yet, but yeah, she's important. And like with that information in mind, it kind of does fit because like they do have similar personality quirks, like they're both fans of cryptology, for example. Yeah, and like if you go down the platonic route for Kenji, you can help him and Yuuko get back together.
Nice. That would be a really good idea. Just having those two like make things right, having Kenji truly like not be a misogynistic prick. And hell, you could even make it to where you're basically Kenji's perfect wingman, where it goes from you literally telling him what not to say, you know, like the sexist shit not to say, to literally you telling him you actively giving him like real dating advice like, okay, so I spent a lot of time planning this date, but I'm incredibly nervous because we haven't kissed, like, at all yet. We've been together for a little while, and, well, shit's not really going too well.
Actually, I would tell you why, but, like, we end up finding out why Kenji, like, is the way he is, like, during Act 2. Like, right before any of, like, the root-specific stuff ends up happening.
Oh.
Yeah, because, like, he doesn't mention Yuuko by name. That's why I said, like, it's kind of non-canon information that him and Yuuko were a thing in the first place. But, like, the reason why he broke up with her and why he believes all this sexist bullshit is, I'll let him explain it when we get to it. But just keep that in mind. They do explain why he thinks that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sure.
Yay! Okay, John, perfect.
The rest of class passes uneventfully. The girl with the long hair never came back. Before I have time to put any more thought into where she could have gone, the teacher informs us that it's time to stop working. Shizune looks more than a little annoyed that we only just barely managed to finish all of our work on time. I'm just glad we finished it at all. It's not a contest or anything.
Yes, it is, Hichan.
Impossible.
Really?
Really? I've noticed this before, but it's kind of funny how Misha is always moving her hands and signing not only everything she says, but what anyone else is saying at any given time. Obviously, it must be so Shizune can understand it. Her eyes dart back and forth between Misha's hands and me. I don't know who I'm supposed to be looking at. I'm talking to Misha, but that might be wrong. Maybe I should face Shizune. I'm used to looking in the direction of the person whose voice I'm hearing, but really, Shizune can't hear me, but it would be disrespectful to talk to her only through Misha. Then again, isn't that what she's doing? No, at least she's looking at me. She's at least looking at me. This is all very confusing and will take some time to get used to. It's not a contest, because contests are competitions over a prize. If there's no prize on the line, it's not really a contest. Shizune's eyes flash dangerously with a competitive glare. She stares at me as if surprised that I'm challenging her. I think maybe this is a contest to her. I've never noticed before how dark and blue her eyes are. It's truly an alluring gaze.
Are you sure, Hichan?
Very sure.
You're wrong, Hichan, because I don't want to be the slowest one in the class. Therefore, what's on the line is my confidence in my abilities, and the prize is the satisfaction of proving them.
Shizune pushes her glasses up to the bridge of her nose in a very matter-of-fact way. I'd argue more, but the bell rings, and she quickly gets up and packs her bag, looking at me expectantly. I'd almost forgotten that I was supposed to have lunch with them.
Where do you want to eat?
Cafeteria?
That's so plain. Okay, let's go. Did you not hear me?
Well, I guess. Do you swear to tell nothing the truth? You swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth? Shit, I guess. You say I could swear on anything? You say I could swear on anything? That's right. I swear on the Wendy's menu that I did not do it. Well, shit, that is a pretty good menu.
I prefer the McDonald's menu, but McDonald's kind of sucks at the moment.
Yeah. At my old school, I liked to eat outside near the back of the building. It was a good spot, but I didn't really find it until near the end of my freshman year. I wonder if there's a similar place to eat here. Misha seems to imply as much. Shizune and Misha pull me towards the cafeteria, which is surprisingly not packed. Maybe some students favor eating in classroom or outdoors. I saw some of my classmates had boxed lunches. After we finish eating, Misha picks up where we left off earlier. Actually, that makes me question. Do you think that there's like a kitchen in the common rooms?
Probably.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, if people got boxed lunches, and, like, the majority of the students here, like, live in the dorms on campus, then that means, like, they aren't getting boxed lunches from home. So they're cooking them somewhere, and I don't think that, like, the students would have access to the cafeteria, kitchen.
So, Hichan, you want to know about clubs and stuff, right? Right?
Right, Shichan. Okay, I guess it makes sense to ask first.
Exchanging little nods of confirmation, they turn to face me again, and Misha straightens her posture, as if she's about to deliver a speech.
Shichan, do you have anything you're really interested in?
I used to play soccer, but I'm not really into it. I don't follow the teams and players or anything like that. As of late, I usually just read a lot.
There is a book club, right, Shichan? Right. But it seems like they have all the members they can possibly have right now. Sorry, Hichan. It's a really popular club. Okay. But more to the point. Hichan, does this mean that you don't have anything already in mind?
Not really.
Good. Great. That's great. Hichan, really great.
Why is it so great?
No reason. Well, Hichan, other than clubs and the upcoming festival, there is one thing. Student council.
I see. I didn't know the school had a student council. That's a very melodramatic setup, though, just to tell me that. I'm pretty sure the two of them know this because Shizune looks a little embarrassed about it, and Misha is laughing. Shizune quickly retakes control of the discussion, a manner of speaking. After all, it's still Misha who has to voice whatever she says. I'm gonna start leaning towards my house impression, like, for the rest of this thing, just because I think it, like, really works, and it's gonna help with the thing I have to talk about later.
Right. Hichan, maybe you should join the student council. They could use more people. Yes, definitely. You should definitely join.
Why?
Well, for one, we could hang out every day, Hichan. Hichan and I are both in the student council.
Yeah, because she needs someone to speak for her, so... Are you really in student council, Misha? I'm fucking with her.
Actually, Shichan is the president.
I'm starting to get the suspicion that Shizune and Misha might not exactly be the most unbiased people to talk about this with. As if reading my mind, Shizune quickly adjusts her glasses and signs something to Misha.
Of course, we're not trying to get you to join just because we would obviously benefit from you joining the student council and therefore have an incentive to try and get you to...
So you're admitting that...
No, we admit nothing. I mean, Hichan, of course it would be nice if you joined, and we'd appreciate it. But even without all that, joining the student council shows a healthy interest in the working of one's school. Yep, it's true, Hichan. Besides, don't you want to spend time with us after school? Spending time with two cute girls. Don't pass this shit up, Hisao.
I can't tell if she's being genuine or if this is just really good acting. Both of them seem to be trying hard to look their cutest, although they are already pretty cute to begin with. Well...
So, it's settled then. Welcome to the student council, Hichan.
What? No!
Ah, see, Hichan, of course it wouldn't go that easy. Yep, that's right. Though it would be boring if it went that smoothly. Oh, well. Hichan owes me candy now.
You were betting on it? Hey, my life is not a game here! Shizune seems very intrigued by this when Misha signs it to her. The aggressive glint returns to her eyes.
Interesting, Hichan. Let's play a game. I try to run. Where do you go? I tell someone. Who do you know? Come now, you're cleverer than that. Okay, I'm sorry. Couldn't help myself.
That's not what I said.
How about rich man, poor man, Hichan? If you lose, you have to join the student council.
No, absolutely not.
I prefer to eat the rich with Salisbury steak and a side of mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Oh, why not?
You see, the problem is that bacon from a land pig tastes delicious. Bacon from a capitalist pig tastes like someone farted on shit.
And then just loaded and blew the whole damn thing up with some gunpowder.
Yeah, no amount of hot sauce is gonna make that taste good.
I mean, maybe if we tried teriyaki flavored hot sauce, but
yeah, that wouldn't help either. Well, because you both have the same incentive, therefore the same goal, which is to get me to join the student council, right?
Yep.
Took you that long to say yep?
They just fucking admitted it.
Why do you always have to like exhale or clear your throat before you say anything?
I don't know, it's a force of habit for my grandma.
Oh boy. Yeah, that isn't my goal. But what this means is that both of you can team up and I'll be at a clear disadvantage. So, I will have to decline.
Hichan, I'm very offended. Are you saying that you don't trust us? And that we would pull something so disingenuous? That makes me sad.
Sorry? It's hard to tell where Shizune's influence ends and Misha's thoughts begin.
It really is. In order to atone for hurting a young girl's feelings, you should definitely join the student council.
No!
Wow. They really want this. They really want him in that council, don't they? Like, Jesus Christ.
It's beneficial for them.
Must be a real clam session up in there.
I mean, considering the fact that it's only the two of them, I think. Yeah, they're kind of picky. I don't think they're that picky about new members.
How about a game of paper football instead of rich man, poor man?
Paper football?
Yeah. It's a game they play in America. Fuck yeah.
America.
You make a paper triangle, and you try to shoot it past goalposts that the other players make with their fingers.
I don't think I've seen anyone play that since elementary school.
Yeah, me neither. Isn't it cool? It's the ultimate form of competition between two people, Hichan. It's also played by elementary and middle school children, Hichan. that means it's a game that really separates the boys from the men, or the boys to the men.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Explains why I haven't seen it since.
Yeah.
More like the boys from the slightly older boys. Anyway, I'm not gonna play that either. Just the fact that you know about it means you're probably surprisingly good at it.
Yeah, that's true. How did you know, Hichan?
Shizune frowns at Misha, telling me that she probably wasn't supposed to admit that so readily. I wouldn't say that I'm happy with their attempts to get me into the student council, but I'm a little curious about what the student council does here. I've never been on one before, or even known anybody who was a member, so it interests me. I also kind of like Shizune and Misha, so maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
Okay, Hichan. How about Risk? The game of world domination.
Ooh, I've played that one. I played it when I was in the psych ward, and I was like playing against a guy who thought he was Adolf Hitler.
Jesus Christ.
I played Russia, so obviously I beat his ass. And then I won the game Risk. In that order.
Oh god.
I don't know what this is.
It's really fun, Hichan. You fight for control of the world with armies and everything.
Sounds like Shizune would be good at it.
If you want to play, we can after school. Oh, really, Hichan? We can play just for fun. Hichan? Oh, shit. Oh, really, Hichan? We can play just for fun, Hichan. Hichan hasn't played in a long time, so if you want to, there's no strings attached.
Well, okay.
Okay. Perfect. We'll see you after school in the student council room then, Hichan.
Alright.
Yeah.
Wait, why there?
Because that's where we keep the game.
Wah!
Wah!
I grimace to tell them how much I don't like this, but it's more for show than anything. So in the end I agree, but only after getting Shizune to acknowledge that I don't mean anything concrete just by accepting to take a look around and play a game with her. Lunch ends, and we go back to class. Where'd you get Hanako?
She done disappeared. She's gone like an angel's kiss.
She's an angel with a shotgun. I don't know how that song goes.
Oh my god. I'm an angel with the shotgun, fighting till the war's won. I don't care if heaven won't take me back. There.
Okay, thanks.
Get schooled, scrub.
Oh, screw you, man. During afternoon classes, the long-haired girl comes back and sits down in her seat without a word. Again, no one seems to notice. Or if they do, no one says anything. I want to ask Misha about it, but I don't want to be nosy.
What the fuck was that?
I clicked way too fast.
Oh. I'm about to say.
After school, Shizune and Misha quickly find me by the first floor lobby and latch onto me, covering each flank in case I might try to escape. I feel a little...
Jesus Christ, why is he so fucking negative all the time? I'd kill for this in high school.
Because he's got a chronic heart condition and he's letting it run his emotions. I feel a little offended, but I've been considering it nevertheless. I'm a bit disturbed that enough people have made a break for it in the past that they're on their guard. What's with the escort? It doesn't make me feel very comfortable. In fact, it makes me feel like a dangerous prisoner being transported to a cell.
Well, maybe you are being transported to your cell, Hichan. You're under arrest for all the things we found on Kenji's computer. He told me what happened. You downloaded it on his computer to make him look bad. What's wrong, Hichan? Been talking with Kenji? That's right. We're just gonna play a game of Risk, remember?
I don't know, Misha. This seems a little sinister to me. I'm starting to think. I start thinking that when we sit down to play the game, they'll tie me down and torture me until I agree to join the student council. Oh, I know Shizune would enjoy that.
Oh, Shizune would enjoy that a lot. She'd love it, actually.
Well, it's highly unlikely, but still, for some reason, it just seems like it would be so plausible. Getting to the student council room is as simple as turning 2 corners from where we started. What?
Because we literally turned 2 corners from where we started.
What? That's it? This makes you guys... What? This makes you guys being so over the top, so on top of me seem a little silly.
Well, damn, bitch, I didn't expect you to be so against 2 girls being on top of you, but okay. That's not true, Hichan. Hichan says that when their life is threatened, people have shown the capability to pull off superhuman burst of speed. And we're secretly succubus this entire time, and we were gonna steal your life for it.
Life is threatened.
Jesus Christ, I just fucking love this game so much, man.
Her expression unchanging, Misha signs something amusedly to Shizune, who makes a baffling face and puts her hands behind her back, looking pleased with herself.
We weren't supposed to kill him yet.
Oh my god, is she Kik Matowski's teacher now?
What do you mean?
Because she's going,
Oh, yeah. I realized Kik Patowski's teacher was a little bit of a black stereotype.
Maybe, yeah, a little bit, but I still would have killed to have her as my teacher.
I mean, yeah, she was a very straightforward teacher, dude. Like, she literally let this dude make up an entire semester's worth of homework on 1 sheet of paper. That right there is fucking base. That is a base teacher.
What's even more surprising that Kik was able to do it, but then a dog literally ate his homework.
I honestly would have literally just pulled that teacher to the side, showed her the dog, and I would have been like, so you see this dog over here, right? You know exactly, like, what the hell, like, you see exactly what type of dog this is, and of course, she probably wouldn't have fucking cared, but I know for a goddamn fact that she would have probably been like, okay, yeah, that's understandable.
Understandable.
You just do your homework in class.
Misha feigns deafness and hums cheerily. Stop that. I know you heard me. You have no excuse, unlike Shizune.
Unlike Shizune, you have no excuse. That's an adorable sentence. I'm never going to forget that.
Shizune opens the door to the student council room. It's a very plain, sparsely decorated room, although it is quite large, maybe even a little larger than a classroom. There's a big table in the center surrounded by chairs, and a smaller desk prominently placed in the back that I assume is Shizune's. There are a few regular desks and chairs stacked to one side as well. Extras, perhaps? Aside from the tables and chairs, the room doesn't have much else to offer. Just a couple of filing cabinets and bookshelves stacked with old school records and documents. It's not much else. In fact, nothing else. This is a pretty bleak room. They could at least put a potted plant in here, or something. But the most noticeable thing that this room doesn't have is other people. Are we early?
Well, we're not late, but we're not early. No!
What do you mean, no? Does it mean nobody else is coming today?
Yep, that's right! We have the room all to ourselves.
Shizune, get the blow-up mattress.
And then you just see Kenji in the hallway just fucking huffing and puffing, just like, no.
And then he pulls out a camcorder and then never puts his hand down his pants. He's like, no, it should have been me.
It's gonna be me. Oh, that I did. He literally just starts
every
singing.
little thing I do doesn't seem enough for you. You don't want to lose it again, but I'm not
like them.
Maybe when you finally get to love on somebody, that's why it's gonna be me. I need to learn how to get that dance down too. I'm gonna make a video about that. That's gonna be awesome.
It would be an amazing dance to get down.
Yeah. I mean, like, dancing is pretty much like the only working out I actually get in recent times.
I just do like 20 push-ups every morning and then 20 before I go to bed.
Oh boy. Before I manage to ask why that's the case, Shizune claps her hands together very energetically.
Hichan, let's play Risk. Come on, you promised, didn't you? You have to. Okay. Do you want to know the rules? We can explain to you while we set everything up.
No, they're going to do the under the chair balls thing from Casino Royale.
Jesus Christ.
While Misha is talking, Shizune takes out what looks like a board game from behind one of the filing cabinets and throws it on the table. Actually, this looks kind of interesting. After Misha spends a little too long for her liking running through the basics with a somewhat vague and confusing tutorial, Shizune cuts in and declares that the game has started with the decisive motion, slicing her arm through the air. Shizune's aggressiveness is rubbing off onto me. I'm starting to feel more competitive than I intended to be when I agreed to this. Halfway into the game, while I ponder how much to defend against Shizune's assault from two fronts, she breaks my concentration by drumming her fingers on the table to get my attention.
Hichan? Shichan wants you to know you're taking too long to make a move. Shichan also says that she will let you keep Australia if you agree to join the student council. Oh, fuck that!
I thought this was a game with no strings attached. Just the fact that she would dangle that over my head as an offer means that she knows that as I care about the outcome of this game. And anyway, no.
Shichan admires your fighting spirit and would be a benevolent dictator who will spare your people if you agree to join the student council.
Call me Che Guevara because I got the fucking guillotine sharpened.
Okay, I don't know which decision actually leads to us not losing. So I'm gonna let you choose because I want to see because I already know what happens if you lose. I want to see what happens if you win.
Yeah, but we're not gonna see that until like, I think the only time the aggressive option is like viable is like when we want to go down the Shizune's route. That's how we like get one of her markers done. But since we're doing Rins, we got to go defensive.
Damn it! I don't want to lose.
Well, we kind of have to.
But I don't want to lose it all. I don't want to lose it all. I don't want to die today. Who can relate?
Oh, God. All my suicidal friends say, hey. Oh, I say self. You say harm. Self.
Goddamn, we're going straight to hell for laughing at that.
Oh, God.
I hope you know that.
I'm just pulling one of Todd's jokes.
Ugh.
You're so competitive, Shizune. She seems to take on this as a compliment. I would expect the student council president to be a little more magnanimous.
Magnanimous?
She doesn't seem to know what the word means or how it's signed. So she pulls out a piece of paper and writes it for Shizune, who returns signs it back to Misha. Misha presses her index fingers against her temples as if trying to physically imprint the word into her memory.
I'd probably do the same thing.
Ha! Suddenly, Shizune bursts into a flurry of gestures. It's basically looking like Star Platinum and doing the 7-page aura. Yeah, Misha looks daunted by the pace of her heated signing.
Wait, please slow down, Shichan. Shichan says you're going to lose.
Tell her I will crush
Well, actually,
the world
she said
empire
she's-
with my rebellion.
Ah, okay. What Shizune actually said was, she's about to beat your ass so hard that your butt cheeks will literally be mentally and physically concave.
Yeah, those eyes of hers shine with childlike mischief as she does the fucking Neko arc face. Yeah. Oh, it even checks off which ones we chose. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta play defensively.
I think that she's just trying to psych me out.
Looking at the board again, I have a pretty good defense setup, so I'm not gonna wreck it with something reckless. A few turns later, I lose the game anyway.
Damn!
Damn! Shizune
You done
adjusts her
got
glasses
beat.
victoriously and allows herself to tentatively pump a fist in the air in celebration. Ha!
Chan, you lost when you allowed me to take North America. I mean, Shizune, not me. I suck ass at this game. Not the good kind.
Getting control of North America is ambitious, I'll give you that. Yeah, but the one thing you see, the thing is about Americans, your stereotype about us is true. We're crazy as shit.
Yeah, we can literally just send half the state of Florida and let's just say North Korea will instantly be freed.
Yeah.
Getting control of North America is ambitious because it provides a 5 army bonus. But you can attack it from 3 fronts, so you must defend them all. I thought you'd have more guts. How disappointing. Damn.
Damn.
Ambitious, Hitchan. Your play needs to be more daring. Ambition. Ambition! I was really excited when you took South America, but then you switched into playing defensively just because you gained a small advantage. That's no good, Hitchan. You didn't take enough risk, and when you did, you didn't follow through. That's terrible, Hitchan. Fucking terrible.
Yeah, what's it to her if I play too carefully? There's no need to rub it in my face. Why is she getting closer?
I wonder if you'd even be good for this student council. God damn it!
What's this? Reverse psychology? I guess
You know what? That's it.
In that case.
And fuck that reverse in the psychology it came in on. Giving up just like that? I expected more from you.
Seriously, is Shizune trying to taunt me into joining the student council? Besides, I don't even want to join. It's only my second day. I can't make that kind of commitment. I haven't even taken a look at any other clubs yet, and these two, they're a little weird. Fine, I'll consider joining the council, but I want to take a look at the clubs before I decide.
Really, Hitchan? You're not just saying that to make us feel better. I'm saying it to shut your asses up.
Yeah, I'm just not sure that I want to.
Aw. Okay, Hitchan, but we're not going to give up so easily. You said maybe. There's still a chance you'll come around. Come on, we could really have fun. We could play more Risk, and maybe one day you could beat me. Unless we graduate before that. I mean, you can still play Risk even after that.
Yeah, that doesn't make me feel any less reluctant about joining, you know. Great, my freaking tankard smells like booze.
You have a tanker?
Yeah, I have like this fake wooden tankard. It's like a pint. Like, you remember that video I made on TikTok where it's like I stitched that lady who says that cold water tastes round and warm water no, cold water is pointy and warm water is round.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
she's right, by the way.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was drinking out of.
Surely you're not that horrible at board games. Maybe we could play a game you know then. To give you a handicap.
I might have said that just to make you feel better after all.
Oh, that's cold, Hichan. How dare you say that to girls with big titties?
I take a glance at the clock on the wall and realize I've spent far longer playing Risk than I expected. Sorry, I think I gotta go. I wanted to go to the library. It's not closed yet, is it? Shizune scratches her head and gestures at Misha. How hard can it be to determine whether the library is open? There's a clock right there on the wall.
It should be, unless the librarian is absent. I think you're right, Shichan. We think the library is open. It's on the second floor, can't miss it. Do you want us to show you where it is?
No thanks, it's okay. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye!
Oh, new painting.
Oh. I don't know who this one looks like, though.
I want to be a dick and say like the actress who plays Snow White in Once Upon a Time because like it's the same haircut.
Yeah, but her face is way too chubby. She looks like a baby, so it can't be that actress.
Got a little bit. No, she does have a little bit of baby face. It's like, am I supposed to believe that this woman is supposed to be like in her late 20s and a mom? She looks like she's like 21.
Man, it is
looks
true.
Like a college student. How am I supposed to believe that she's a school teacher?
Yeah, that is true. I actually did have a teacher who did look like she was in her late 20s or like early 20s, so I kept mistaking her for a student. She found it pretty fucking funny.
One flight of stairs up and I run into problems. The second floor hallway is a carbon copy of the third floor one. Of course, wide and of course plain, like only hallways can be. The problem is that the library's whereabouts are not easily determined as one would think. The classrooms are marked with signs starting which class they belong to, but then there's a plethora of other unmarked rooms. Is the library one of them? Or is it somewhere down the hallway? I bet on the latter and choose my direction at random. After I turn the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either, though. It's just barely ajar so that I can see its opening and nothing else. It would make good sense for the library door to be invitingly open, while this one is not quite that. It's good enough. At the very least, it means that someone is inside and I can ask for directions, no matter how embarrassing that is. I gingerly push on the center of the door with my fingertips, every muscle in my arm ready to pull back at a moment's notice. The feeling of being an outsider in this school can't be shaken from my mind, so much so that I instinctively fear doing something wrong by entering. The door slowly creaks as if groaning from a deep sleep, though it is much easier to open than I've anticipated. Alright, so about that thing I was talking about earlier in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
Alright, so the idea is that there's this guy named Jiro Tachibana, and his disability is that he suffers from a physical infarction in his right leg, which is like basically muscle atrophy, right?
I accidentally misheard you and thought you said physical infuction.
Okay, an infarction is like where your muscle starts to die and like it'll slowly basically kill your leg, and like one of the only ways to fix it is amputation. Although the thing is though is that his dad's a doctor and he has like a lot of secondhand knowledge about this sort of thing, so then he's just like using like some kind of pill to treat it, like some kind of a way to medicate it so that the dead tissue will stop up, and that like they can just remove the dead tissue and he'll be able to like move fine with that. But instead what ends up happening is that he ends up being stuck in a chemically induced coma for a year, and when he wakes up the dead tissue is taken out, but he's also suffering from constant chronic pain in his leg.
Damn.
Yeah, and so he's kind of stuck to a cane, and he's also extremely cranky.
So this is like your fanfic character?
Yeah, Jiro. And,
okay.
And also, if those connections to Dr. House weren't clear enough, he also has an addiction to Vicodin. He's constantly popping painkillers throughout the day.
Which, yeah, makes sense. Like,
yeah,
if you're in a bunch of pain, pop a killer for it.
Yeah, but he like takes a few more than he needs, so he's basically like constantly high on painkillers the entire day.
Oh man.
Yeah, he also like ducks getting blood work done because of that, because he doesn't want his pills taken away.
Oh.
Yeah. Obviously, I'd hook him up. I'd ship him with Ren. Oh, another thing is that, like, visibly, like, he has, like, messy black hair that has, like, gray strands in it. He kind of has a resemblance to the character Blackjack, which is, like, probably one of my favorite characters that Tezuka ever made. You know, the guy who made Astro Boy and Leo the White Lion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like, Blackjack is one of the other characters he made. He's, like, a doctor who, like, really hates the medical industry because, like, because he thinks that it's focused way too much on financials instead of actually helping people. Yeah.
I think most people should hate the medical industry for that.
Yeah. So, he kind of looks like that guy. And, he also... I was also thinking, like, you know what? I should just straight up have him be voiced by Hugh Laurie, just, like, still doing his voice for House, because, like, he sounds young enough, but he also sounds like his vocal cords are strained, like, because he's constantly yelling at people.
Oh yeah.
He basically just acts like a teenage House.
That's honestly sounds fantastic. I would genuinely love to watch that.
Yeah, he also does not put up with Kenji's bullshit, like, at all.
Like, he literally looks Kenji in the eyes and says, "Listen here, you incelic piece of shit. If you even so much as utter a word of this type of bullshit to anyone, especially to the girls, I'm going to personally come into your room and I'm going to pour itching powder all over your dick and balls and make sure I get it underneath your foreskin so you will not be able to feel any amount of pleasure from that little thing that you somehow managed to call a penis."
No, he'd just smack him upside the head with his cane.
Oh.
Yeah. Also,
I guess I kind of let out what I wish I could say to Andrew Tate in real life.
Also, I heavily imply that he's pen pals with Nicole from class of 09. Like, it's a hypothetical good ending where Nicole was able to get some therapy, and her therapist suggests talking to this one guy who's also part of the program. And obviously Nicole doesn't like it because, you know, she hates men, but, like, she goes with it, and the two of them actually build a rapport, kind of become friends, but they do agree they never want to see each other in real life.
I kind of don't understand the whole, like, people who just straight up hate an entire gender. I'll never get that.
Yeah, it's mostly really the trauma because of her dad, so, like, yeah, she just needs some therapy, and she'll probably mellow out a little bit, but, like, I mean, like, she's not wrong about most of the dudes that are around her, because they are, like, total assholes.
Well, yeah, like, I think I've said this before, but I came up with my own cool idea for, like, a mythological series, and I literally just have a lot of the Greek gods, and, like, many of the female characters who are, like, gods and goddesses and all these different people, they do not like men at all, because if you know anything about Greek mythology...
Yeah,
the men in Greek mythology suck ass.
Yeah, except
like,
that one guy who married the prodigy of Aphrodite or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's very rare. Yeah, I can't remember either.
Leaning over and poking my head through ever further inside to gain sight of the room as fast as possible. The meek hello. Oh.
Hello.
Did that like
it had a bit of a reverb effect.
It did an ear rape?
No, it didn't.
Oh shit. How do I make it ear rape? Do I need to scream into it?
Please do not scream. I'm wearing headphones, goddammit.
Okay, I'll let you know when I have to. I'll tap on the microphone a couple times to let you know.
Oh god.
My lips is quickly snatched away. Oh shit, a blonde woman!
The perfect Aryan woman.
No, we don't need them in our comment section.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have made that joke. We're gonna get, like, attention from, like, the worst types of people now.
We're gonna get neo-Nazis thinking we're on their side. We're gonna get people thinking we're neo-Nazis.
Like, no, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. I don't give a shit what color the skin is. Black is beautiful.
Yes.
Very beautiful.
Damn right.
And often beautiful.
This is not as I was expecting. I mindlessly let the door open to its full extent, taking in the sight of the solitary figures taking center stage in an otherwise abandoned room. The situation steals my voice, leaving me standing at the doorway staring at the beautiful girl. Evidently having taken her time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes, but she doesn't look at me.
Hello there. May I help you?
Staring directly in front of herself, the movements of her lips seem to break the silence rather than the words. However, it's the soft, measured voice that reminds me that she's a being separate from the room itself. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid eyes on, because remember, like the average height for most Japanese women is like 5'4".
Oh yeah.
But even among the foreigners I've met, she's strikingly distinct. Hi. Sorry for intruding. I was just kind of lost.
Yeah, I was just completely, and I'm getting lost in your beautiful, beautiful blue eyes.
There's another woman I was talking to with blue eyes, but she was mean, so we're not talking to her anymore.
Yeah.
She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if it was carefully choreographed beforehand.
Care to take a seat?
Unexpected, considering that I'm intruding upon her. Thanks? I slowly step towards another seat opposite her, and the girl resting the teacup and saucer on the wooden table in between. Wait, this is wood? This looks like plastic.
It really does look like plastic.
A fucking white-ass table. It's like, hold on. Let me compare. Yep, that's white. I put my hand up to the screen. Stir it until it's a pale white. Look at my arm. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling. That and the slight cloudiness in her eyes means that she's at least partially blind, like Kenji. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have any detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese. Slight spoiler, she's half Scottish. So, yeah, that's why I think I already told you that. So that's why, like, when I was reading her dialogue, I was doing a Shrek impression.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I can't do a Shrek impression, so I'm just gonna give her an eloquently beautiful voice.
Probably. I mean, she's not supposed to have an accent, so... As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. The calming atmosphere is so very different from the student council office.
I take it you're the new student sent to Yamaku.
Yeah, I just transferred yesterday. I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by her strained bow of greeting. One which I hasten to match before realizing the futility of the action.
I'm Lilly Sitao. Pleased to meet you.
Hisao Nakai. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly to the direction of her teacup.
Would you care for a drink?
Sure. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with the formality in the proceedings. She gives a kind nod, taking the request in stride. Yeah, okay, so that's where we're sitting. Yeah, that doesn't look like... Oh, it's plywood, I'm guessing, so...
Probably.
Yeah, like, because, like, it's got, like, the black rubber ring thing around it, so, like, it's like those office tables. As bad as wood as my desk is.
I mean, my desk is just solid mahogany.
It's a very fine material. It's mahogany.
Yes.
Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid out along the shelf. A brush here, a brush there, her left hand, and often lightly touching the side of whichever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process that she's followed dozens of times before. Man, Hisao, with that amount of flowery language, I'd suspect you're watching a fucking ballet performance.
Exactly. Jesus Christ.
All those...
Speaking of ballet performers, them motherfuckers is buff.
Mm-hmm. Never get into a fight with someone who dances.
They can and will kick your ass.
Yeah. As I lean sideways, to see her around her back, she sees to use her long, dainty figure to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see different disabilities the students in my class have, but it's quite another to see how everyone seems to adapt. Shizune and Misha have no problem working together to communicate with me, and Lilly herself seems to have a workaround for problems I'd never thought of. While I feel slightly guilty about her doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process of the offerer preparing the drink. So? Her soft voice brings me out of my silent observance. Which room?
Oh, my bad. Now that's on you, buddy. I was about to say my bad, but then I realized, wait a minute, I'm the one who's supposed to be reading this character's dialogue.
Yeah.
Which room were you looking for? It's not often this classroom is visited after school.
The school library. Shizune and some classmates, told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring the water into the teacup as she nods, the metallic tapping coming from the teacup indicating it being stirred.
I'm aware of Miss Hakamichi, as are most students. To be with them means you're in class 3-3, no?
That's right, in the science room with Mutou. She gives a small giggle before setting down the teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand. If I had to make an assessment as to who would probably be the best voice actress for Lilly in an English dub anime of this thing, I'd probably have to go with Tabitha St. Germain.
You know what?
Imagining,
I agree.
Yeah, just imagine like a less selfish Rarity.
I do legitimately agree.
Yeah. Yeah, that would mean that Ashley Ball would be like the perfect voice for Emmy, like with the Rainbow Dash voice.
Yeah.
And then that leaves fuck, who plays Fluttershy? She'd be good for Hanako.
I actually can't remember who plays Fluttershy. As long as Tara Strong has nothing to do with this production.
Yeah, Tara Strong would not be in this.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep her as far away from this production as possible.
And obviously Ashley Ball, like doing the Pinkie Pie voice for Misha, would be like the most fitting.
Oh, it wouldn't just be fitting, it would be perfect.
Yeah. And maybe Luna's voice actress for Shizune, but that would kind of be pointless. Yeah, because she doesn't speak at all. Alright. And so then that leaves Rin. And
I guess Rin's voice.
I guess Ashley Ball as Derpy then?
I was gonna say Sunset.
No, Tabitha St. Germain plays Derpy, right? I forgot.
I was gonna say Sunset Shimmer.
Yeah, well, like I'm thinking Derpy though. That seems a little more fitting. Except like instead of doing a doof voice, she's like doing less of one.
Yeah.
Also, you want to know the funny thing? Like the reason why she does that voice?
Why?
Is because she thought Derpy was a dude. Like, you know what? I no longer have a crush on Pinkie Pie. I like Derpy now.
I still have a crush on Pinkie.
Yeah, I'm joking. I like Pinkie is best girl, but like Derpy is a. But like, if I had to consider the canonicity and the fact that freaking Weird Al stole our waifu, I guess Derpy is a good second.
The perfect waifu with me would definitely be Fluttershy, because many people headcanon her as being thick.
Yeah, but Discord, man. Don't fuck with Discord.
I'd be in a poly relationship with Discord. He'd probably like fucking shapeshift into a woman or like anything. Discord's a perfect boyfriend.
Yeah.
Polycule right there, if I've ever seen one.
Wear banana.
Wear a banana. Is that a Onision reference?
No, I said wear banana.
Oh.
Yeah, because he
Wear
turns into
banana.
a girl who's also a Fuda.
Oh!
Also, I was watching Greasy Tales, his video, Essence of Man Whore, and just like, what are you doing with that banana? I'm injecting a powerful sedative into this banana. Then it gets slapped out of Gooseman's hand, and then just like dramatically it zooms in on his face, and he's just like, you bruised my banana. God, Goose. I want to see if someone like made a replica of Gooseman's shades. I want those so bad.
Honestly, me too, buddy. Me too. Alright. He's quite a character. I imagine you'll come to like him. Most do. Especially if you like the 2014 Godzilla.
And there he is, Hisao, once again. We get to see what he looks like. Remember, Remember, Josh, school uniform.
Yeah.
Did you update the picture?
Yes, I updated my picture. My little dude's wearing a blue suit, but I refuse to change the shoes. They're too iconic.
Okay, that's fine, but I mean, like, he's supposed to be wearing a green suit. That's like the school uniform.
Wait, the school uniform is a green suit?
Yes.
Oh man, I wanted to keep it with my colors. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to make us look like we're part of this whole thing, man.
Alright.
Also, okay, this is gonna be dickheaded of me to ask, but like, if you think, like, if you can like replicate the other characters, like Lilly, Hanako, Rin, and just everybody.
I will try.
Yeah, you're gonna need to like separately Photoshop them in, so you're gonna have to have. Yeah, so like you're gonna have to have like all 8 of us just like walking across and like, yeah. Right, yeah, try please. Also, what font did you use for the A Sparrow and Hero Reads thing?
Fuck, I forgot the name of it, but I literally just looked up what is the font for Katawa Soja.
Did you have to download it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to download it and put it in Paint.
I don't know. You can put fonts in Paint?
I'm using Paint in order to like put the little text thing, because I don't have Photoshop.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll send you a download link to the version of Photoshop I use.
Okay.
It's free.
Yeah, and I'll just start using that. All right.
All right.
As she sets down the tea, I gently take it and have a sip. I'm really more of a coffee person, but this seems like a rather bad moment to bring it up.
I mean, tea is fucking delicious.
Yeah, I like
even
tea.
if you prefer coffee.
I mean, like, yeah, I like tea, and I probably do drink it more than coffee, but I do prefer coffee. Like, especially after I got spoiled with the freaking coffee siphon extract thing that I had in Vegas this one time. It was awesome.
Ugh.
It was perfect. I was able to drink it black, and it didn't taste burnt.
Great.
Yeah. Nonetheless, the smell's quite nice. I hardly think it's hard to choke down. Thanks, Sato. Tastes really nice. That's a problem that this game has. Like, a lot of the times, it kind of forgets what color eyes Hisao is supposed to have, but he's supposed to have, like, brown eyes.
Hmm.
Yeah. He smiles. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face.
Lilly, please, there's no need to be too formal.
She sounds like she's afraid of him. I mean, I would be too if some weird dude showed up in my classroom and I couldn't see him.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, the funny thing is, like, I watched Toxic Avenger recently, and the love interest in that movie is a blind girl, because it's supposed to be like she can't see, but like even after she finds out what Toxie looks like, she still loves him for who he is. It's nice. It's adorable. And then after they do it, they casually smoke in bed. It's awesome.
Yeah, don't smoke in bed, children. Like, I don't have anything against smokers in general, but like, if you're gonna smoke, don't do it in bed.
Why is that a thing, though? I'm gonna need to look.
Because some people smoke after they have a good old-fashioned devil's tango. And usually, for a long time, it was done in the bedroom. The devil's tango was done in the bedroom, so if you're gonna smoke, you know, do it in a place that, you know, you just got done being, well, intimate in. It's a weird thing.
She says this in spite of her exceedingly well-bred speech. Oh well. I guess I should try to ask her about herself, as if it really does seem as if she's catering to me. So what class are you from? I imagine it's one of the third-year classes.
Correct. I'm in class 3-2, which is on the 3rd floor, same as yours. It's taught by Miyagi, Mr. Miyagi. And it's damn it. And it's specifically for both blind and partially blind students. Maybe that's why Kenji's such an incel. He just sees women as blobs.
I see. Sorry. I feel like slapping myself for the faux pas. Looking at her face, though, she doesn't seem to be in the least bit put off by it.
My, there's no need to change your speech on my account. I really am. You know what? I'm making her sound like Celestia the more I do this fucking voice.
Maybe that would be a better voice for her, because like most people think of Celestia as being blonde for some reason. Like if she didn't have the freaking rainbow hair.
I mean, she does sound like a blonde woman. Also, she's white, like blinding white.
Blind.
Like she's haunting Equestria with her whiteness.
Yeah, I'm looking at the playtime font. It's exactly what we got here. So I'll just download that. Sorry. Sure. Sorry, I guess I'm really showing my newness here.
An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. While the same... While the same can't be said for everyone, many have come to terms with their conditions.
A category which would include her, it seems. All too ready to jump ship from this particular topic, I segued into another. Do you come here to drink tea often? It's a really nice place. Thinking on it, this might be her version of the place behind my school that I like to have lunch at.
I come here fairly often during lunch times. My duty as class representative don't leave enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea.
Class representative, huh? Compared to Shizune, her mannerisms seem to be almost the complete opposite. While Shizune is blunt and fiercely driven, Lilly seems relaxed and calm, almost aloof. Come to think of it, she might be useful for a less biased view of the school's clubs. What kind of clubs are there to join?
The more popular ones are the Track and Field Club, which uses the field near the school during lunch times, the Baseball Club and the Book Club in the room near the library. Oh, in a room near the library. There are also numerous small ones too, such as art and music clubs.
At a time when I was just wanting to get on my feet, rushing into a club right away might seem slightly unappealing. I wonder if the school shares the same rules as my old one. Is it compulsory to join a club?
It isn't, though it is encouraged.
Good. That's a relief. I've really let down my guard around this girl to let such a thing slip out. The fact seems to slightly amuse her. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking it as Lilly does the same. As I look over to the window over her shoulder, I notice a light coming into the room that has a distinctly orange tint. Even here, time doesn't stand still. Huh, time's gone quickly.
Sorry.
Oh right, she's blind. Of course she can't see the sun setting. It just looks like the sun's starting to set. It seems to become a surprise for her. I guess she must have lost track of time.
Sorry, Hisao. I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long.
I quickly moved to a later concern. No, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think on it. It's probably something I should have asked Shizune when I had the chance. Lilly seems likely to know in any case.
True. It's open until 6:30 during weekends. During weekdays.
A quick glance at my watch confirms that I have well enough time to get there. I might get going in that case. It's been nice talking to you, Lilly. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded up on the table in front of her.
It was my pleasure. Oh, come to think of it, shall I show you where the library is?
I couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should be fine. I should be able to find it all right. Well, unless my navigational skills fail me, which they seem to have a habit of doing.
It's alright. I was going to be talking to the librarian there, and in any case, I could introduce you.
This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. If you're sure, that'd be great. Thanks. As she stands up to follow me, she takes hold of a straight retractable cane that has been slipped in the handle of her bag on the floor. Compared to the cane the boy in my class had, Lily's looks much thinner and longer. His must be for support, whereas Lily's is for navigation. Slipping. Oh my god.
You're slipping! I got you, buddy, don't worry! Just take my hand!
It's surprisingly a lot easier to read it when, like, I can kind of hear myself better. Because, like, I have to keep one of the freaking ear cups, like, partially off my ear so I can, like, hear myself better. And, like, it caused me to slip less. Because, like, I'm speaking with both of them on, and, like, it just feels more and more difficult to do so. This freaking headset sucks. Maybe that's the reason why.
Yeah, same, dude. I usually like hearing my own voice when I record something so I can catch myself if I feel like I'm about to say something stupid.
Yeah, but then, like, I do that, and I do catch myself, and that's what causes me to slip.
Oh.
Together, we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. Side by side, we pace carefully. My pace carefully slowed to match hers. We slowly walk through the hallway. It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door to the warm-looking room, apparently situated in the center of the floor rather than either wing. Ladies first. She gives an appreciative smile at the gesture, taking the lead as we file in. To the left is the wooden library counter, with the library proper being on the right. It easily dwarfs my school's library, with a distinct smell of old books giving the place an almost old-world air. You know, if it's described like that, it makes me kind of... Okay, it kind of makes me picture my old elementary school's library back when I was living in Alabama.
Sweet home Alabama.
Yeah, get your yucks out. But, like, that fucking library was goddamn huge, and, like, there was a whole second floor to it that I'd never been to. Yeah, and on top of that, you remember the library that the kids were in the Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I actually did. My school's library in elementary school was on the first floor, actually, and I'm gonna admit something. I straight up snuck into my old elementary school, and that building has seen better days.
Wait, you've been there recently?
Yeah, like, I think about 2.5 months ago, I went inside to do some photography of, like, abandoned buildings.
You got any pictures?
Yep.
Yeah, send me some.
It is. Alright.
You're gonna make Jeremy jealous, just so you know. He's been wanting to explore abandoned places for a while, but I don't know, Raj's parents, and it's like, they're rightfully concerned with health risk, but they're so worried that they're forbidding us from going. Even though, like, there are ways to circumvent that, and we're not stupid.
Obviously.
Yeah, but they're talking to us like we're fucking 5, or that we're made of glass, and it's annoying.
I mean, you're adults. It's not like they can really forbid you from doing anything.
Yeah, I try to bring that point up, but it easily dwarfs my old school's library with a distinct old smell. There don't seem to be a lot of students here. Considering the time, it isn't a big surprise. Everyone's probably either in the school grounds or the dorms.
Yuuko, are you in here?
She says it to the thin air. She says it to the thin air since the librarian doesn't seem to be present, and of course Lily can't see this. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. Something from under the counter thuds against it, followed by a quiet wail.
I didn't know whales could be quiet.
Huh. Oh shit, it's her!
Wait, who's voicing Yuuko again?
Me.
Okay.
I thought you'd be like casually checking like the description of the first video, dude. Like I put all the shit down there.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah. I'm gonna do it again for this one too.
Man,
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm so happy I get to do this shit, man. The Origin, apparently the librarian, quickly crawls out and bounces up to extremely rigid attention. Hi, Lilly. How can I help you? Her voice is strained in a failing attempt to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head.
Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange sound. Almost as if someone fell so goddamn hard they ended up busting their ass.
It was nothing. I just hit my head. See, I dropped an eraser under my desk, and while I was looking for it, a pencil dropped, and when I was looking for both of them, you came and surprised me.
Are you alright? I'm sorry, I couldn't know.
It's okay. It's okay. Sorry for making you worry. This is nothing. I've had worse happen to me. Like Kenji, for example.
Yeah, I swear, that asshole. Like, how dare he go on a huge tirade about a feminist conspiracy? Whoever told him, I swear, we're going to have to hang them from a goddamn...
It's kind of Yuuko's fault because she got him into like cryptology and conspiracy theories anyway, and he just went nuts with it after they broke up.
damn.
So like, she's not fully to blame, but she's partially a catalyst. So don't worry, Yuuko. It's not your fault. We're not angry at you.
Yeah, you did nothing wrong.
Kenji's he's just the worst. Actually, even Yuko's like not even that much older than most of the kids at the school anyway. She's like,
Really?
she's either like 19 or 20. So if she was with Kenji, she wasn't all that much older than him. Yeah. Yeah, so she's like a student aide, and she's actually working here in order to pay off her student loans to the college that she's actually going to.
Fucking hate student loans, man.
Yeah, I think we find that out in Hanako's route, but like since Yuko's not a super major side character, like yeah, I don't feel like anything wrong spoiling that. Yeah. She's quick to reverse Lily's apologies, almost frankly trying to push aside the possibility that she could be in any way inconvenienced by her bashing her head on the counter. It's like, no, it's fine. And it's not me who's at fault for hitting my head. Don't worry, as long as it doesn't bother you. Like, people pleasers, man, I swear.
They're so adorable, I don't want to hurt them.
But at the same time, they need to grow some spine. Yes, worse things have happened, hee. The girl fidgets with her fingers as Lily doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression, but then she shuffles some papers around the counter for no reason. A little shorter than Lily, replete with glasses, freckles, and a very troubled look, she seems to fit the library perfectly.
Ah, Lily, did you get my message?
Message?
Bitch, I don't read.
Oh, the 2 imported books that arrived.
Right. They finally came. I can't believe it took so long, but...
Amidst her celebrations, partially for managing the change of topic, I'm sure, she notices me from the corner of her eye and freezes on the spot when she does.
Oh, no. I'm sorry for not noticing you before. Did you need to check out a book? Or return one? I'm sorry.
The way she can so quickly shift between moods is a little unsettling. He's with me? Ah!
He's with me, Yuuko. This is Hisao, a new student. Hisao, this is Yuuko, the school librarian.
Pleased to meet you.
Hisao, right. Hisao, pleased to meet you too, Hisao.
For a second, she visibly intends to engrave the name on her mind so she won't forget.
No. She's adorable.
She's cute!
Yuuko often arranges to import foreign books in Braille for me. Would you like to tell Hisao a little something about the library, besides the glory hole in the bathroom?
Lily's innocent suggestion is met with an expression of abject terror.
Please, Lily, I can't.
I don't know what he could be interested in. It's too much responsibility. How is it any responsibility at all? I don't get. But her objection is so sincere that I don't doubt for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the spot than tell me where the light novels are. She's like, oh, you want to read Sword Art Online? All right, I'm killing myself. No one's gonna read Sword Art Online. No one's gonna read Akame ga Kill. No one's gonna read Asterisk War.
And no one's ever going to touch Seven Deadly Sins. And that's not something I'll kill myself over. I will kill you if you touch that book.
No, but the Seven Deadly Sins a manga or a light novel?
It is... I don't know the difference.
Light novels are basically books with anime pictures in them.
Oh. Yeah, it was a manga.
Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of this stuff got turned into manga, but I mean, like, a lot of them started as light novels.
Oh. Well, from what I know, it was a manga. It might have started off as a light novel or something. I can't fully remember.
Yeah. But, Josh.
But...
But.
I said what in the butt. I said what in the butt.
So there are a lot of books in Braille here. I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops into my head. It seems to work, at least partially, as Yuuko seems to not exactly relax, but at least look slightly less tense. Well, I think about a third or a fourth of Yamaku's library is either in Braille or audio. Makes sense, given all the blind students that'd be here. If it's only that, then how come this library is so big in the first place? Well, we get a lot of new books regularly, and because the library is adequately endowed, that's probably why. They spend more on new books than on my salary, and then I have to organize and shelve all of them. It's so troublesome, and they waste so much. I wish I could quit this job. A very awkward silence follows this revelation of too much information.
Yeah.
I'll go check the aisles then, if you don't mind. It's probably best for all of us if she doesn't keep talking to me.
Very well. Meanwhile, Yuuko, I would have those books if it's alright with you.
My first impression was right. This library is surprisingly big.
It's huge.
Also, either I'm in desperate need of a haircut or I need to invest in some headphones that don't leave a huge dent in my hair.
Probably a haircut.
Yeah, I need a haircut. It's summer after all. I should get a haircut.
Yeah, I got one and I look fucking amazing.
Fly. Yeah, you can catch flies with honey, but you catch honeys being fly.
Mm-hmm.
My first impression was right. This library is surprisingly big. Ambling down the narrow aisles, I studied the spines of the books in random order, occasionally sliding one out to read the blurb, taking it with me if it looks good. In a few moments, I have a respectable stack of books in my arms. I guess I'll never be stuck for choice here. The normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there are large print and braille books scattered throughout, but it is what it is, a library. It's as if the calm mood from the room I had tea with Lilly and snuck with us in here. Unless it was here to begin with. Something about that just puts me at ease, just like before. I reach the end of the aisle and find a collection of desks set up for study or personal reading. Going a little further, though, I discover a nice quiet corner at the back. While the rest of the library has the odd student sitting at a desk either reading or stealthily sleeping, the back is pretty much deserted. As I glance around, I see someone who I recognize sitting on one of the several beanbags. Oh shit, it's you!
It's you!
It's, I guess a descendant of Sylvie from Teaching Feeling. Anybody who recognizes that, you get a cookie. And also, oh, why is Ray such a jerk? Yeah, it's the dark-haired girl from my class. The one who snuck out of the classroom earlier. She's reading a book, leaning it close to her face, which makes her look like she's really into it. From the way that she was acting today, I had her pegged as more of a delinquent than a bookworm. In fact, her mysterious disappearance from the class raises all sorts of whys in my head. Intrigue floats slowly but surely toward the surface. And before I knew it, I'm walking towards the mysterious long-haired girl. I guess there's no harm in introducing myself as I would with anyone else. She's a classmate after all. Walking over to the other beanbag, I take a seat and lay my book beside it. The girl starts, looking scaredly up at me from underneath her fringe. It's the first time I've seen her this close. Underneath her long, dense bangs, I can see part of her face. At least a third, if not half. It was pretty badly scarred. My eyes are immediately drawn to the scars, subconsciously peeking past her hair until they meet her own eyes. For a second, I'm shocked and divert my eyes to the book in her hands, for I realize that was looking away. Besides that, looking away probably only makes it worse.
Yeah, it does. Look her in the eyes, asshole.
Disturbing the peace. Look into my eyes. Tell me the things you've been blabbing about behind my back. Alright, so what we're supposed to do here is apologize, so...
Alright.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, don't leave me.
Hold on, I gotta do my James Sunderland impression. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I'm just looking for my wife. My dead wife! Who I killed!
I miss my wife, Tails.
I miss my wife, Angela. I miss her a lot. Lost? It's okay. Oh my god! She isn't fucking terrified because we're not screaming at her. Awesome. The girl certainly doesn't look like it's okay, but I let it slide. So, do you mind if I sit here? She seems very uncertain whether it's okay or not for me to sit, but she finally nods, just a little. Oh, okay. I take a seat next to her, and she hides herself behind the book. Life of Pi. Never heard of it. It was a surprisingly good movie, though.
It was. I watched it a lot as a kid. I don't really know why.
My mom had a copy of it, but I never watched it. Yeah. So, sorry again for starting you. I'm Hisao. She looks up from her book, stalling a little bit for replying. I know. We are in the same class. Her speech is stilted and so quiet, it's barely audible even in the still library. That's why Fluttershy is the perfect voice for her.
Exactly.
Somehow I think that my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Oh, gee, you don't say. Hanako. Hanako. I resist the urge to say that's a nice name just to have something to say, but really, it's the only thing I can think of. I feel like an idiot. Everyone here must be used to being different to each other, and here I am being all bothered and fussed about that kind of thing. Don't let me interrupt your reading. I'll just check these books if you don't mind. She nods a little and is a sigh of relief. So I try to read the covers and the introductions of the books I picked up, and she buries her face in her book. Uncomfortable silence consumes us. My eyes still wander to her direction, and I sneak peeks her flowing hair and the scars she's hiding. After a while, I realize that she's doing the same and only pretending to be immersed in Life of Pi. Her gaze is not inquisitive at all, though. It darts around like a scared rabbit. When our gazes finally meet, the chain reaction is unstoppable. She stands up forcibly from the beanbag and takes a deep breath. I gotta go do something!
What the fuck?
Without warning, Hanako takes off and runs towards the counter. Her hair-like takeoff catches me so off guard that I don't manage to go after her until she has a good head start. Perfect time for a smoke break. By the time I reach the counter, she is nowhere to be seen. Lilly and Yuuko are happily chatting away. Knowing that I won't be able to catch Hanako myself, I approach the girls. Hey, did you notice a girl run past here? Maybe. What'd she look like?
Violet from The Incredibles.
Damn, you laughed so hard you like faded from existence. Hello? Oh shit,
Long
your
dark
mic cut
hair.
out. Oh, sorry, I thought your mic cut out for a second.
Long dark hair, kinda shy. She had, well, some scars on her face.
Not a great song. You wouldn't be talking about Hanako, would you?
Yeah, that's her.
Because that's my bitch.
Yeah, if Misha is Shizune's bitch, then Hanako is Lily's bitch. Yeah, that's her. I saw her reading and tried to talk to her, but I think I scared her off or something.
Oh dear, Yuuko. Would you excuse me? I had better try and find her.
Sure, I'll just hold on to those until you come back. What's going on?
I'm sorry, but I'll have to explain it to you some other time. See, after an accident with her family, let's just say giant robots aren't the best with fighting, the best to fight when all you can do is go invisible and make force field.
Right. I'll see you later then. Lee hastily grabs her cane and hurries out of the library, leaving me alone with Yuuko. I don't think I'm ever gonna get the hang of this place. Did I do something wrong? What did you do? Nothing. I was just looking for some books, and then she got this fit and ran off. The most offending thing I could think of is I might have looked at her general direction a few times. Well, she is a very timid girl. You have to be very careful around her. She can be very jumpy, I think. And she's not accustomed to talking with other people. Isn't that a bit strange? I wonder... It's just how she is, I think. Yuuko doesn't sound all that convincing. Then again, maybe that's just the norm around here. Everyone has their own problems, or else they wouldn't be here. But how should I deal with these people? Forcing myself to act overly casually only makes me feel phony.
Oh,
Like,
what do you mean by these people?
yeah, also, phony. Who the fuck is he? Holden Caulfield? Hey, who do you think would be a good voice for Hisao? Because, like, I'm kind of thinking Ben Diskin.
A part of me was thinking Roger Craig Smith.
Or
Or hold on a second. Who voices Leonardo? Who voices Leonardo in Rise of the TMNT?
Ben Schwartz.
Okay, either Ben Schwartz or James Arnold Taylor. 'Cause James Arnold Taylor and Ben Schwartz can play a legitimately very lovable character, but can also play a real asshole character at the same time.
So, like, the difference between... Okay, so basically TMNT Leo, then. Because I was going to, like, say between Johnny Test and someone else James Arnold Taylor played, but, like, the only, like, character who doesn't... The only two characters that he plays that don't, like, really piss me off are Obi-Wan and Ratchet.
Yeah, Ratchet in the first game, even when he was being a dick, was an understandable dick.
Yeah. And then, like, the freaking reboot's like, oh, no, he was always nice. I'm like, can he be a dickhead, please?
Exactly. I swear, they just over-kiddified Ratchet and they made him adorable. He's supposed to be a badass.
He's supposed to be a bastard, not a nice guy. Also, he doesn't like cops, so why does he want to be a cop?
Well, no, in the first game he's a bastard. Everywhere else he's just a bit of a dick, but he's like naturally heroic.
Yeah. Like, I was supposed to be ignoring the elephant in the room. Yuuko fidgets, looking like she wants to say something to that, but resists it. I think it's an elephant only if you feel that way. I guess she doesn't have a good sense of self-restraint. It makes me smile, and she blushes heavily. What? Did that sound stupid? Oh, no, it sounded really wise. I guess you're right. It's more about me than anyone else.
No shit.
Neither of us have anything to add, so Yuuko fills the silence by shuffling some papers around. People who have papers on their desk really like doing that.
Yes, we do.
Did you find any books? Should be closing soon. I mean, this library should be... I should be closing soon. I mean, this library should be closing, but I have to do it. I hope it's not too inconvenient for you. Oh, yeah, I want some books, but I left them over there because... I'll just go get them. I fetched my stack of books from beside the beanbags where Hanako and I were sitting and returned to the counter. Oh, you read a lot, don't you? I surprised myself with that too, honestly. At least when I really think about it. I had a lot of free time earlier this year, so I kind of started reading books to fill that time. I
I got addicted to books. I'm like Twilight Sparkle in this bitch.
Wait a second. No, I got the perfect idea who should play him. J.G. Quinzel.
That actually could work.
And the guy who played Kenji, like, I was originally thinking that he would be played by either Jason Griffith or
Just imagining Shadow the Hedgehog as an incel.
no, I'm imagining Sonic as an incel. So Scourge, actually.
Holy shit! I'm still pissed we're never gonna get Scourge in a Sonic game, not just
I wanted him
because
to show
Sega.
up as a freaking variant and try to ruin Sonic's life.
That would have been so cool if that's actually what Sonic Prime did, because it's about him going to like a multiverse, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because multiverse stuff happened, so like Scourge could just somehow escape, and he could just end up in the somewhere. But unfortunately, he's a Ken Penders character, so that's why we're never gonna get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Ken Penders decided to be a fucking asshole and sue Sega for the rights to all of his characters.
Yeah, with his weird ass teeth.
Ugh.
He's like Rob Liefeld, except he can't draw teeth.
Exactly.
Also, he needs everyone to have had sex at least once.
Oh yeah, he is the reason why Sonic ended up with so many motherfuckers in the comics. He ended up with Amy, Sally, Mina the Mongoose. He dated Nicole a little bit. Blaze at one point.
They turned Sonic into fucking Spider-Man. Holy shit.
They really did make him a man whore.
Yeah. I mean, like, considering it. I mean, I don't know. Considering most anarchist wannabes on TikTok, I think that's accurate. They all sleep around. I see.
Yeah.
He doesn't say. She doesn't say anything else and just checks out my books for me. I guess this is what they call tact. Holding the library books with one arm, I trawl my pocket for the key to the door. A sudden sound from behind startles me, making me nearly drop the books I'm carrying, or the key I almost managed to get into the lock.
Who is it?
I turn around to see who's talking to me. It's Kenji! He seems to be in a friendly mood, although the light glinting off his glasses in the dark gives him a sinister look. It's just me. This makes him pause and lick his lips nervously.
Who is me? I don't know anyone called me. Are you some new guy again?
His voice is suddenly strained and quick. Yeah, but we met before, yesterday.
I don't think so. I remember someone who I met only yesterday. When was that? What day is today?
I try to ignore him. Is he joking or what?
Prove that we've met before.
I think he'd sound a little more manic saying that.
Yeah, I do sound a lot. Yeah. Prove that we've met before!
I live across the hall. You're Kenji. Oh, God. Kenji jumps back, his eyes filled with uncomprehending fear. Actually, wait a minute. No, the perfect voice for Kenji would be like a guy doing a Dale Gribble impression.
How dare you? How do you know my name? Damn, this can only mean one of two things. Either we have met, and you're telling the truth, and I just can't remember it, or you're a spy. My real name isn't Kenji, it's Rusty Shackleford.
Actually, squirrels are one of nature's deadliest killers. He pauses.
A psychic spy. Is your real name Rasputin Aquata?
That's what the Psychonauts are. They're like psychic spies, right?
Yeah, that's literally the entirety of the franchise.
His eyes dart around me, trying to peek into my room, although it's hard to believe he can see anything through those thick glasses. His mood swung from friendly to manic in less than a minute. I'm not psychic.
How do I know that? I'm not a mind reader.
Kenji points a finger in my face damningly.
Unlike you!
Stop that, man. We met yesterday. What's wrong with you? I live in this room.
Lies! If you think you can pass this out because I'm legally blind, you are sorely mistaken. You don't even look like him. I mean, the resemblance is real slim. Maybe at a distance, but who do you think you're kidding? Hank! Hank! Tell Bobby to get the minigun. That's my purse. I don't know you. And you just start firing off a fucking minigun.
So, Bobby. That's my purse. I don't know you. Ah! So, which one of you wants to explain filicide to him?
I have no idea.
Like me. I need to watch more King of the Hill, man. I want to grab him by the shoulders and shake him. Exasperated, I rub my eyes and let out a heavy sigh.
Stay there.
Kenji comes closer, one careful step at a time. I stay still lest he assault me physically, although I doubt he could do much damage even if he did.
Oh wait, I see it now. Damn it. Damn. It really is you.
Sighing again, and then once again for good measure, I step backwards just in case.
What's up, man? You don't look too good, I think. Something wrong?
I don't know. Maybe just had something stupid happen to me. A few stupid things, actually, even if you discount this one. I can't get a proper touch on other people here, and I have no idea if it's because of me or because of them. I don't know why.
Well, in Kenji's case,
I'm sorry.
I mean, to be honest, in terms of Kenji, it's 100% because of him. I mean, it's fucking Kenji.
Hold on a second. Pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand. It's not like we've had any contact either.
That's rough, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry about calling you a psychic spy and all, but you can never be too careful.
Dale's the kind of guy who used the wrong math equation but still somehow gets the right answer.
It's the hard reality we live in. This motherfucker.
I'm slowly starting to think that Kenji isn't necessarily living in the same reality as the rest of us.
You see, this is how it is, this world. There is no justice, you see? Even when I lose, I win, because I don't lose the lesson. I must understand the heart of the cards. I must learn how to let it rip.
I got a battle brawl. What was the fucking weird phrase that they used? What was the phrase that they used in fucking Bakugan? Like it's the equivalent of heart of the cards.
Bakugan brawl, Bakugan stand.
Something. I don't know. Also, apparently the guy who played Dale, he's dead.
Yeah, I know. Thank you for reminding me. Now I can go back to being depressed.
I never lose my virginity because I never lose. What does that even mean?
It doesn't matter.
He dismisses it flatly with a wave of his hand.
So what happened? Why the long face? Do you have a long face? Or are you secretly an alien with a short face?
It's nothing. I just scared some girl off accidentally. Literally, too. She actually ran away from me. It was my fault, really, I think. I'm not really used to all this yet.
A girl? A cute one? You were talking to one of those women things?
Cute? That's a hard question. She had a nice body and really beautiful hair, but the face? I guess it could go either way. Not exactly cute, no. There's a lot of cute.
There are a lot of cute girls here. A strangely disproportionate amount. I believe this is one of the dark secrets at the school. The men here. I tried to warn you, man, but did you listen? No. You decided to fraternize with the enemy. You decided to become a feminist. God damn it. Good, buddy?
I don't remember any such warning. Dark secrets.
Yes, dark street secrets. Extremely dark. Like a black hole.
You
Or
sa-
my ex's asshole.
Okay, dude, you're starting to sound less like Dale, and you're starting to sound more like Clone High JF Kennedy.
I do sound like the clone high JF Kennedy.
Yeah. Ira, wanna party platter? I don't
Or supper. I don't care what gender you are. Put on the maid outfit.
I was about to say that. Get off my dinghy! Not you. Wait a second. Actually, maybe that voice would be better for Kenji. He's just like played by the guy who plays JFK in Clone High, but he's like doing a bit of a Gribble impression.
Oh, that would be perfect.
All right, try that. Like, try to, and also like, cause you kind of sound like really bored when you're reading the lines, though.
Yes, dark secrets. Extremely dark. Like a black hole! Have you noticed that the number of girls in this school is slightly, but significantly higher than the number of boys? It's like 60-40. What the hell is this? A clam session?
What the hell
That
is
really does sound like some JFK would say.
What's the opposite of a sausage party? A clam session. He turns his head to the left and stares off into the distance at nothing.
Why is it like this? I mean, to the untrained eye, it doesn't appear to be that bad. But that is a full 20%!
Actually, that's more of a 10%.
It is. It just
Yeah.
goes to show how fucking stupid Kenji is.
It just goes to show how much of a goddamn incel he is.
Not just an incel, but an idiot.
Yeah, I mean those two words are pretty much interchangeable, though.
Yeah, they're basically synonyms. One would think that a school with such a huge pool of women would be a man's dream. But no! What I am about to tell you could blow your mind. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm starting to lean a little bit towards Seth Green now. I don't know.
God damn it.
I'm not gonna have you just do whatever voice you want to do for him. It doesn't matter. But like, I'm just trying
Okay.
I'm legit trying to think of like who would I get to play him. I'm like, on the wiki they mentioned that like a lot of fans like compare his conspiratorial nature to Dale Gribble, and even the writers are like, yeah, we kind of had him in mind while we were writing Kenji, but like, I don't know. Like specifically, like if we can't get Hardwick because he's dead. I mean, like, at the time, like, this takes place in 2010, so, like, he'd be alive at the time, so, hypothetically, I don't know. I'll think about it. I don't know where this is going, but I think I won't be missing much by cutting out now. No, I am not ready. I only get as far as turning the doorknob before Kenji starts talking again, showing he doesn't really care if my mind is blown or not.
I believe that this school is a battleground. The site of a feminist infiltration!
High tension.
This disparity in the number of men and women is a clear sign of how far they have come. In case this Cold War turns hot, they will have superiority in numbers. Numbers we can understand. They already have 2 things on their chest that make perfect distractions. Now they have 60% more than we do. Just another skirmish in the eternal war against the forces of the feminist. They're everywhere. In Japan, women outnumber men. In Russia, women outnumber men. In America, women don't outnumber men. But god damn it, they will one day. It's not...
Even...
They're building up their numbers. In the past, the buildup of a military has always been the clearest sign of imminent war. I don't want to lose my dick, Hisao. I just got it when I was born. Japan is just the first step. Our economy is badass, and the country itself is small and isolated, yet a huge part of the Pacific in terms of political value. We are being indoctrinated. Eventually, they're going to kidnap all the baby boys and take them to Mars. The perfect target. They are so cunning, as expected of women. Soon, the day will come when there will be no more Bugatti.
Oh God. Kenji's voice trails off ominously.
That is why you can't trust them. They will string you along and then kill you like a succubus in the night. Just as they killed me, you will end up just like me.
Oh, hell no. I can't stop myself.
Hell no!
No, he's like, oh, hell no, I am not hearing this. No, I can't stop myself from blurting it out.
Hey, what the hell does that mean?
You said it, not me. It's the best I can think of.
So, you're not supposed to say something like that? Damn, so rude. Where was I? Oh yeah, the vast feminist conspiracy and how we're all going to be getting...
Stop! I lost you way back there somewhere. Somewhere around feminist infiltration.
Ah yes, feminist infiltration. Too hard to follow? It's cool, I have some graphs and stuff in my room. And puppets. You like puppets?
No puppets.
You don't like puppets? Okay, graphs are still cool, right? I have one about the rate of blue balls in America.
Yeah, he speaks energetically, responding almost as before I'm done talking, moving his hands in an animated way as he continues to rant on. This is too strange. I had him pegged as relatively normal, but it's clear I was wrong.
No shit, you were wrong. Something on your mind, dude?
Just thinking about
Are you scared about the blue
ball?
ball?
Insane man in an insane world. Kenji frowns, looking deeply upset.
You mean that's you? That can't be, because I'm the last sane man in an insane world. That's my dream. You can't steal a man's dream.
I don't know, look at Zero and J Jow. That's kind of how they got their entire channel started.
Ugh, goddamn.
Yeah, their ex-boyfriend wanted to be a YouTuber. Then Zirin was like, okay, I'll just be a YouTuber. After they broke up, wanted to talk about Chinese history and stuff like that. And then what do you know? They got like 2 books published now.
Yeah. What the hell? There can't be 2 last sane men. It would invalidate the whole last part. And that part is kind of important. There can only be one. Like in that foreign movie where there could only be one, and at the end there was only one dude, because that was the point.
Oh, God. Dude, how do you watch Highlander and miss the point that badly? The point of Highlander wasn't that there can only be one. The point was that Connor McLeod never truly lived. Yeah, and he had to learn how to appreciate his life.
Ugh, boy.
I've never seen anyone talk so heatedly and so defensively about absolutely nothing before.
Well, he's clearly never been on Twitter.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Oh, no, he's a 4chan user.
Oh, goddamn.
Oh, God, it's even worse than someone on Twitter or on Reddit. He's from 4chan. Oh, God.
Holy fuck. Anyway, if you wait here, I can get my graphs. I also have a list of other dark and complex conspiracy that this school holds, as tangled as... Quick, finish my analogy for me. Be a pal.
I'm
A
gonna go
bowl of
to bed
spaghetti.
now. I'm gonna go to bed now. It's extremely late.
That doesn't sound like an analogy, but whatever. I like you. You seem like a cool dude. Most people don't understand what I'm talking about when I try to explain the vast feminist conspiracy to them. Denial is a terrible thing, especially pussy denial. Later.
I think Kenji has a serious case of bitch dependency.
Bitch dependency is no laughing matter. Addiction to a bitch can fuck with your friends, your health, and scary enough, even your money.
Yeah, he fell for it. He became a victim of bitch dependency, and this is why he hates women now. See, the thing is, Slickback does not call it that because he disrespects women. It's because he heavily respects women. Or maybe he doesn't. I'm just talking out of my ass because I haven't gotten to that episode yet.
Later.
He slaps me on the back and then vanishes into his room so quickly and quietly. It's like he didn't even open the door, but instead walked right through it like it was a ghost. And that's when Hisao realized Kenji had been dead for 10 years.
And then he takes off his glasses and reveals hyper-realistic bloodshot eye.
Oh, like it's Doki Doki Literature Club.
I don't think Doki Doki had anything hyper-realistic in it.
I mean, like, sometimes the girl's eyes change to, like, more realistic staring ones in order to freak out the audience. Yeah, I haven't played that game in 6 years, and I still remember.
Yeah. That's a good game. We should play it.
No, I already, like, 100% completed it. I don't want to do it again. Otherwise, I'm going to have to open with the Sayori deleted ending before we do anything else.
All right. Well, in that case, after we finish this visual novel, we should play "I Want to Hug That Gator."
Is that free?
I think it might be, but if not, I have a copy.
All right, then we'll go off yours then.
Sweet.
Actually, no. Then why don't you upload it to your channel then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and then after we do "I Want to Hug That Gator," we'll do Tsukihime and the Fate games.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if I can fully digest what just happened, so I give up and just go to my room, kicking off my shoes before falling face first into my bed. You know what the biggest problem is with this being full screen?
What?
I can't just cut to OBS real quick without, like, unfull screening it. Yeah. I can't just have, like... This is actually where having a second monitor would probably help, where I could just have OBS on, like, one side and have Katawa Shoujo over on, like, the other freaking monitor just so...
Yeah, that's why I have two monitors.
I need to get another monitor then, but I don't want to...
I mean, you can get a pretty cheap one.
I don't want to get two monitors because that sounds like way too much extra work.
It really isn't. You just plug something in, you just plug in the extra port in your computer, and boom, two monitors.
Yeah. I just have OBS on the right one and then all my other stuff on the left one.
Yeah.
It's like, oh god, what was the name of that one Pong console that's like... It's like here, the second player controller is like just the one is just movement controls, and then on the main player controller is like, look at all this shit, I'm in control, motherfucker.
I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, but like it's like beige with a blue spinny thing on it. It takes me some time to relax and get up so I can get started on tomorrow. It's because the sheets are cool and comforting against my cheeks and my face too. Yeah, it feels. It just feels good just lying here with my eyes closed. The school is like some kind of bizarre and surreal island. It's isolated on top of a mountain, and each person is stranger than the last. I just can't seem to fit in. What irony. One would think that fitting in a place that's made for people who are unfit anywhere else would be easy. Maybe I'm trying too hard. Or
maybe you're an ableist dick.
Yeah. Although... Oh, I say that. It doesn't help take the edge off. The words are left echoing on the empty walls. I guess it's not as bad as I expected, though. This place is more of a school and less a hospital, pretending that it's a school than I thought it would be. Ah, see? The crack is The crack is showing.
And not the butt crack.
Yeah, the cracks in the facade are showing, and soon it will break and Hisao will stop being a dick. If nothing else, the scenery is beautiful. I open one eye, seeing the school books and bottles of pills arranged side by side on my desktop. Maybe this place is too much like a normal school after all. You want to call it there, or...
Nah, this is a perfect place to call it.
Alright, yeah.
A chapter, an episode.
Well, it's not really a chapter. It's a passage of time.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, like, that was still pretty short, though.
Yeah. I got it.
Let's go a little bit longer, and then, like, actually, yeah, maybe, let's call it here.
All right.
So, that was Katawa Shoujo Part 2. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for listening. I've been the Velvet Sparrow.
I'm Hard Hero 456.
We'll see you next time. Goodbye.